Katseye Promoting AI? But did Babymonster plagiarize Ateez? The Huening Kai situation explained, Sasaeng's pride flags, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. Listen, guys, I know we've been in a K-pop drought. I've been doing everything I can to bring you guys long-form videos, but there's just been nothing. So I hope you appreciate this video. And without further ado, let's get into today's news. Or rather, today's news plus everything from throughout the week that couldn't be made into a full video. Since Katseye debuted, of course, they've been the face for many brands. One of their last ads with Gap actually went super viral. But one of their most recent endeavors is leaving fans feeling a little weird. So let's take a look. So this is an ad with Google Gemini. And the girls basically take two photos and merge them together with AI.
Today we are using Gemini.
So that as we can see, the two photos are combined to create photos that don't exist.
That looks so real.
Here's the second photo. This one's definitely quite uncanny. Here's the third one. Then here's another one. Then Lara says, I kind of want to be in a kilt. So then here's another one. And then one with funny hats.
Amazing. Wait, thank you, Gemini.
So if we look at some of the comments, a lot of people are calling out the use of AI, or rather their promotion of AI. Girls, I love y'all, but not AI. Who is forcing these girls to do this, bruh? Stop with the AI. What does Hype think they're going to achieve with this? Genuine question. We don't support AI. People in the comments pretending they never used Gemini. When artists promote AI, I swear to God, an angel loses its wings. Stop with the AI, but then we'll probably laugh at some AI-generated brain rot video 15 minutes later. We also have some similar comments on Instagram where they also posted the ad. I'm so proud of this comment section. It's Katseye and Icons, EYE, not AI. Please remember and make changes in your approach to this management. Them pretending to like this is sort of sending me, I don't know. Blink twice if y'all need help. So this comes not too long after Katseye were receiving a lot of backlash for their last collaboration with 5 Gum, where it seems they were selling room sprays infused with the members' breaths. So a lot of fans were saying it's really weird that they're doing this. It seems to be crossing some lines, especially with a member who's only 17. And now at this, there's a lot of conversation veering towards what is their management doing? Now, Katseye themselves in the video are making funny pictures, which doesn't come without criticism. A lot of people say AI steals from real artists and is really bad for the environment. But there are some people also saying this really opens the door for people to make deep fakes. You know, Katseye were able to put themselves in the Swiss Alps wearing funny hats. So people are worried of what else people could do with their photos. But there are a lot of people who say AI is the future. We might as well just accept it. And then of course people were like, well, no, we can't just sit back and accept something that can be quite damaging. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen all the Jake Paul AI videos. From what I understand, and I don't know if this is true, he seems to have opted into this, like he consented to people making deepfakes of him doing basically everything and anything, which is one thing if you opt into something and give your consent, but there's very little preventing people from doing it regardless. But with all that said, of course, I would love to know what you think about this. Do you think it falls on Katseye themselves for being the ones promoting this? Do you think there's not an issue at all? Do you think it falls on the company for accepting these ads in the sense that Katseye might not have as much control over it? Let me know what you think. Babymonster recently came out with their song We Go Up. And I know what you're thinking, because when I first heard Babymonster's We Go Up, my first thought was literally, and let me show you. We go up. I know I'm not the only one. To be fair, I thought that when I saw the title, We Go Up. And I'm not saying they're copying, okay? It just reminded me of it. But as they released a music video for this song, it seems that some fans are saying that they plagiarized Ateez. So in the music video, basically, there is a fighting scene. Let's check it out. Sorry, not sorry, but this scene is literally from Ateez's Bouncy music video. This industry have no shame at all. So here is Babymonster's music video. As we can see, she kicks him. And then this is Ateez's Bouncy music video. And as we can see, Sun does a very similar kick. Oh, and there's more. I thought it was just that scene. Okay. So then in Babymonster's music video, there's a gun scene, which similarly, there is a gun scene in Ateez's Bouncy music video. But a lot of people started calling this out, though there were some people saying, you know, Ateez don't own a fight scene, just like they don't own, you know, a gun scene. For example, there's a similar gun scene in MBLAQ's This Is War. I mean, just the idea. This one does a whole 360, it goes right back to him. Spoiler alert, I'm so sorry. Beautiful music video though. There are also people bringing up other fight scenes in other music videos and other media like movies, though some fans still felt a certain way about it. It's not about the music video having a fighting scene in a ring. It's the fact that it's 1, same moves, 2, same angles of shooting, 3, same editing of clips, the slow-mo and coloring, 4, same setting. All combined means the creative team behind the music video was not creative. And here's a side-by-side. So let me know what you think. Do you think these scenes are quite common in media in general? Or do you believe there really was a lack of creativity in this? Let me know in the comments. Enhypen's Jay recently did a live stream on Weverse, and it seems that during the live stream, Sasaeng was calling him. For context, Sasaeng is basically an obsessive fan who invades the privacy of idols, often following them around everywhere, gaining access to their phone numbers, so on and so forth. It is quite a common practice for Sasaengs to call idols during live streams for whatever reason, maybe to make sure that it's actually the right number, perhaps to kind of confirm that it is. So in the live stream, he actually addresses the Sasaeng. I don't know who you are, but please stop calling me. I don't know who you are or what you want. It's really bothering me, so stop, seriously.
I don't know who you are, but please stop calling me because it's really bad to do this kind of stuff. So I think you're watching right now, so please don't calling me. I don't know who you are and what you want, so it's really bothering me to like doing this kind of stuff, so stop, seriously.
It seems that he ended that live stream and then started a new live stream and he addressed it again. You're still watching this, right? I don't know who you are and I don't even care about you, but if you keep calling like this, it's really bothering me.
It's really annoying to do my communication with my fans, and you already waste my 10 minutes that I can communicate with my fans during my live.
Congratulations if you got what you wanted, but if you keep doing this, I'll pick up your call and put it on speakerphone and I'll run it out of my live.
So congratulations if you got what you want. If you keep doing this, I'll pick up your call and put it on a speakerphone and I'll run it out in my life. So if you want that, keep doing that, okay?
So in response, of course, a lot of fans are really angry with this Sasaeng's behavior. Thank you for being brave to stand up for yourself and call these Sasaengs out. I'm so proud of you, Jay. I woke up to Jay threatening to humiliate Sasaeng, who kept calling him, and as he should. So oftentimes fans are very supportive of idols who speak out against haters or who speak out against Sasaengs especially, but there are some who think it's a really difficult line to balance on, because on one hand, if you give anyone any type of attention, it might encourage them further, but it also might feel really good to stand up for yourself and try to enforce some boundaries and have people support you in that as well. But as usual, let me know your thoughts in the comments. There's been a recent situation involving a group called XLOV. If you've never heard of XLOV before, essentially they're described as being a group with a genderless concept. I mean, I personally really vibe with that concept, but recently at one of their concerts, one of the members went to grab a pride flag that a fan gave them, and it seems that they were yelled at by the manager to put the flag down. So because of the group's concept, a lot of fans started calling out the company, especially after the company seemingly released a statement about having no flags whatsoever. So 5 Ocean Studio posted, XLOV statement. Their agency 257 Entertainment has decided that no flags will be displayed during concerts. This reflects the group's wish to create a neutral and welcoming space where every fan can feel equally represented and comfortable without being defined by a symbol. 5 Oceans and Anvil Productions fully support and respect this choice, in line with their ongoing commitment to inclusion, diversity, and respect, values that guide all of their actions. Made out of consideration for all communities and individual beliefs, this approach keeps the focus on the group's artistic message of unity and openness. Banners and creative fan projects remain fully welcome. Further details will be shared in the upcoming fandom guide, which will explain how to make them part of the concert experience in a respectful and inspiring way. Someone tweeted this vid makes it clear the issue is with pride flags, not all flags. They're literally holding a flag in the video as well, as we can see the Polish flag. And Mumuti rolling his eyes is very telling. This is probably not the first time they've had a disagreement about this. Some people were even bringing up many other groups and idols who were able to pose with flags at concerts. Here are just a couple examples. Sunmi there, Only One of, aespa. So with all that said, let me know your thoughts. What on earth is going on with TXT's Huening Kai, and why did he basically write a novel apologizing for something? Basically, there was these clips going around online, and people were alleging that it was Huening Kai with a girl. The girl seems unsteady, he seems to be holding her up. In another clip, it looks like she's about to fall, he holds her upright, and then they end up embracing. And from there, a car pulls up and they both get into the backseat. So with this, fans started making comparisons, trying to prove that it was in fact TXT's Huening Kai. Of course, we can't see either of their faces, but people are pointing to the phone case being exactly the same, that he was wearing the same shoes, and actually that's about it. Which I was about to say, like, it's wild how fans know that it's the idol, and then I'm like, oh, probably Sasaeng, because you know there are people who like wait outside their apartments and follow them everywhere. So I guess I can't act too surprised on that front. But from there were a ton of reactions. But majoritarily, from what I've seen anyways, they leaned more towards being supportive. Of course, the girl, like I mentioned, was unsteady. It looked like he was helping her. This one comment reads, compared to those to go to clubs and drink it up with girls, having one night stands and all, just dating normally is 1,000 times better. He literally ran to go see her the minute he landed. If that's not true love, what is? So one of the running theories is that this is a longtime girlfriend of his. I couldn't say this because I was afraid of what others would think, but I'm going to just say it. Idols are humans too. They can date and stuff, and how would you know anyway? There weren't other people in the room. That account is so terrible. They made an account just to upload this, as Sasaeng is being a Sasaeng. Doesn't it cross your mind that it's illegal to be filming in secret? Now, while there were some people who thought this was his girlfriend, there were a lot of people who were actually claiming that this was his sister. It seems that while this was going on, one of his sisters was doing a live stream and all the comments were asking about it, and she was seemingly confused about what was going on. Leah just had to end her live because 500 people were in her live telling her to check Twitter, which she doesn't even have, asking her a million things in Korean that I can't auto-translate, so it's really hard for us mods to react accordingly. Leave all of them alone. But all of this leads us to his very lengthy apology. And he says, I'm going to say this because I'm so sorry to Moas, and also because I don't know why I should have to avoid speaking about it. He clarifies that he was with someone he knew, and it was a situation where he just couldn't leave them alone. Quote, so I took them home and went straight back to the dorms myself. We ended up going there because it was the holidays and that was the only open place left. I've hated bringing harm to the members since debut, and I'm someone who is a total homebody, so I rarely go out. But I ended up meeting my acquaintance for the first time in a long while, but it ended up like that. So I really deliberated on what to do, but I couldn't leave them alone, so I just quickly took them home and came back to the dorms. This is what happened, but firstly, I'm so sorry to have worried you guys. I'm someone who hates lying, so I wanted to tell you honestly. I think that the situation could call for much misunderstandings, but there's absolutely nothing for Moas to worry about. I really want to focus more on my job and on Moas, so I'll work harder such that you don't have to worry anymore in the future. I'm sorry that I might have hurt Moas, the members, and the company staff. I don't know how this message will be read, and I'm sorry if it doesn't come across well. I said that I wanted to be someone trustworthy, and I'm sorry because I feel like I wasn't able to do that. So this sparked even more reactions. Some people saying he was forced to apologize for being a good person. A lot of people commending him for not leaving his friend alone, especially since she didn't seem okay in the video. Now, that doesn't mean there wasn't any backlash whatsoever, but I think majoritarily there was not a lot of backlash. With all that said, let me know your thoughts, because it's definitely quite true that in K-pop, a dating rumor or finding out that an idol is dating can definitely lead to a lot of consequences. Speaking of apologies, Itzy's Chaeryeong recently issued an apology for accidentally flipping off fans. In a recent cheering guide, she was showing off her hands, and then she accidentally flipped off fans. She looked super embarrassed immediately after. So this actually by no means was a controversy or anything of the sort. In fact, a lot of people thought it was really cute. I know my girl doesn't mean it, but this is so funny. Nevertheless, she still issued an apology. Oh, the cheer guide video went up. It happened before I could even realize what I was doing. We worked on the video as we were wrapping up our schedule, and we were going to go home after, so I couldn't ask that we go again for me. I felt bad and didn't want to be an inconvenience, which is the reason it's included in the video, but I'm so sorry, Mitzies. I always pay attention to how I speak, so I'm not cursing or using bad words. I mean, I've been doing that since I was in the 5th grade, so I'm really sorry, and thank you for thinking it's cute. She goes on to say, I love you all, but now I feel like I should have asked to start the video over. This can't be. So here's some more responses. Look how red her face turns after flipping us off. She's so cute. LOL, anyone can see it was a mistake. Oh, I was worried it was something serious, but watching it now, she's too cute. So cute, cutie. What the heck, she's adorable. But also on that note, in her apology, she says, you know, she's been doing that since the 5th grade, like watching how she speaks and not cursing. So then people started turning that into a joke. You know, what was she doing before the 5th grade? Chaeryeong before the 5th grade.
That's a child.
And that's an ugly pimply.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yep. I've been trying to be polite since 5th grade. What the hell was she doing before that? So of course, this is another case of idols apologizing where a lot of people feel they shouldn't be apologizing. But let me know your thoughts. So with that, let's move on to Kpop Shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently and or quick news. And by recently, it could be within the last week, okay? I know our attention spans are not that great, but you better stick around. I'm like, I want this earphone in my ear. I don't know why. Twice are set to headline Victoria's Secret fashion show. But wouldn't you know, this turned into a fan war with Blackpink's Lisa because she too performed at Victoria's Secret fashion show. There's been a discussion about Irene of Red Velvet being, quote, too old to go into acting. So some fans have been disgusted with that type of mindset. Irene is 34 and they're treating her like she's 80. Even at that, 80-year-olds... like the acting spectrum is so huge. Like it doesn't even make sense to me. TXT Subin, Zero Base One's Jungho, and ONEUS's Connie were going on vacation together, but they were mobbed at the airport. And there's even this video of a fan throwing their phone into the elevator and Subin throwing the phone back. And this actually happened twice. Zico recently revealed a demo for Like Jenny. So he's singing the demo, which caused a huge conversation with people criticizing Jenny for seemingly not writing her own rap. Though some people are saying because he sang the demo doesn't necessarily mean she didn't write the rap, that she might have contributed in different ways. Ije, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami performed Golden on the Jimmy Fallon show. Cortez's Kono recently received backlash for doing a hanbok photo shoot where his pants are sagging and you can see his underwear. And a fan recently asked Tarzan, I suddenly got curious about what it'd be like if Tarzan wore a sagged hanbok. And he responded, hey, there's a time and place for that. Even I wouldn't sag a hanbok. There are pants that look cool sagged and some that don't. And some fans thought it was ironic. Some people thought he was shaming Kono. But now let's move on to fun things that I would like to share with you guys. So I came across this tweet and it basically says, just got the spaghetti leak. And I wonder if we'll look back on this when Spaghetti comes out by Le Sserafim and be like, oh.
Y'all, I've been vibing on this concept called Ate That Up.
Ate that up. But have we heard anything about Spaghetti? I don't know. I just saw this tweet. I'm like, maybe. What if?
Ooh, yeah, I ate that up.
Like Gnarly like 3 years ago was posted all over TikTok. Well, I don't know if it was all over TikTok, but was posted on TikTok. So what if this is similar?
Chef's kiss, I played that up.
Oh my god, Jisoo and Zayn. Everybody's like saying it looks like a fanfic poster. He owned the mafia world, but she owned him with powers hidden behind a calm smile. She let him believe he was in control, and soon the most feared man in the city was on. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I thought this photo was just so funny and I added it to our list here. Okay, help. I was like, is this edited? Like, I know he's ridiculously tall, Martin from Cordis, right? But like, is this edited? This line was sick AF. So the song Goodbye Baby by Miss A has been making a resurgence recently because of this line. My name isn't Susie. But you keep calling me Susie. And people are like, oh my god, it's so wild. Like, even in the performance, she like comes out behind her. This. People are like, that was so wild that they did that. This is actually making me physically sick and they're not even winning a fan call. I guess somebody bought so many. Holy crap. Well, they're selling them, right? At least, I guess. But that, damn. But yeah, I reckon that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And as for me, I'm gonna get going. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Sorry, I'm redeeming Genjin codes right now. Don't forget to redeem your codes, by the way. 300 primos. Wow.